Hey everyone and welcome. As we step into Thanksgiving week, the air is absolutely filled with messages of thankfulness and gratitude. But today I do want to share a unique perspective on what it truly means to embrace gratitude. During Thanksgiving, we're surrounded by reminders to be grateful. And my life is truly full of blessings. A loving family, a super cozy home, supportive friends. But let's be honest, it's not always easy to feel that gratitude, especially when life throws you curveballs. Gratitude is a powerful tool in navigating life's ups and downs. And if you follow me or know me or have read my book, you know that having a gratitude practice is one of the survival techniques I recommend for you to get through the heaviness and pressure that you may be feeling. In fact, I recommend having a personal top 5 hit list of activities that keep you from reaching your breaking point, that I want you to schedule in your planner every single day, things that just only take a minute or two that can help you schedule some time for yourself. And one of those 5 things I recommend is writing down just one thing, just one that you're grateful for. It's good for your mood, your happiness, it can lower your stress levels, and it's actually been shown to have health benefits. But I do know that sometimes it's hard to channel even one thing that you're grateful for. And I am speaking to you as someone who experienced a tragic event in my marriage. 8 years ago, my husband and I were struggling significantly. I had a toddler and a 5-year-old stepdaughter when I was just so confused. I was just experiencing in my marriage these extreme emotions, and it was so confusing because it felt like the more I was trying to make things better, the more things got worse. I was absolutely confused. It seemed like I could just ask something simple like, "Oh, can you help with the dishes tonight?" And that would send my husband into having these strong emotions like I had told him he was a terrible husband, when that wasn't the case at all. I also started noticing terrible insomnia, terrible withdrawal, meaning that he would need to just withdraw from us, from himself. And sometimes these withdrawal episodes would last for days. And it was only when we got to the point of not having any other things to do that I decided that I was just going to have to leave, when my husband was able to reveal to the first time for anyone a terrible history of childhood abuse at the hands of the church. And I, at first, was very confused. I had no idea that this had happened to him in his past. I felt a little lied to because I felt like I had tried everything in my marriage, and this deep, dark secret was the one thing that I couldn't put my finger on. And then I was hopeful. I really was under the understanding that we would just do some hard work, we would do some counseling, he would be able to heal, and in a year or so, we would be in a much better place. But what the reality was that things got worse before they got better. And there were a lot of patterns, a lot of habits, and a lot of things that I learned that I had to do in order to get through it. And one of those things was I had to learn to take care of myself. It was very easy for me to just put all of my efforts into everyone else to try and piece everything together, heal my husband, keep the family together. But what I ended up realizing is if I didn't take care of myself, I was more reactive to the triggers, and I just wasn't making anything better. I was actually making things worse. And that's where gratitude came into play for me. But I have to talk about that sometimes I just didn't feel the gratitude. And as I was getting ready for Thanksgiving and thinking about all the things that I was grateful for, I listened to Jay Shetty's podcast, and he was talking about someone who publicly shared their gratitude journey on Twitter. From everyday joys to deeper moments of appreciation, their journey was really relatable and real. But on one particular day, they admitted to not feeling grateful at all. And the Twitter post said, "I'm not grateful today. I'm hurting and grieving and angry." And it was a raw moment of honesty that struck a chord with Jay, and it also struck a chord with me. So while I promote gratitude, and I know it's beneficial for mental and physical health, there's definitely a difference between genuine gratitude and gratitude that's guilt-induced. And Jay mentioned that Sarah Epstein, who's a contributing author to Psychology Today, warns that the pressure to feel grateful can turn gratitude from a source of relief into a source of self-torment. And if you're wondering what this looks like, she described it as there being a few signs of unhealthy gratitude. One, saying how you should feel like there are many things good in your life. I should be grateful for them, and comparing your circumstances to others who have it worse. Or like, people are suffering all over the world and I'm fortunate not to be in their situations. Or worse is suppressing your negative feelings because you feel like you're not entitled to them, like you don't deserve to be sad. Now, if you're in a supporter role like I was, you may be very good at distracting yourself, pretending everything is fine, that you have it all handled, that you don't need to ask for help. And you could be guilting yourself into gratitude, but I want to acknowledge that sometimes you do deserve to be able to say, I'm not grateful today. I'm hurting, grieving, and angry. While gratitude practice is amazing, don't use it to guilt yourself into being okay. I want you to use gratitude to look at things from a different angle, especially if you're suffering like I was. And I want you to have a goal of just finding something that you appreciate throughout the day. The key is don't force it. Healthy gratitude should be gentle and not a bludgeon. So if it's too difficult to feel your feelings and make space for thankfulness, take a break and just return to it later. That's exactly what that Twitter journal guy, a couple of days later, he was back sharing his appreciation for naps and Tylenol. So as we celebrate Thanksgiving, let's be kind to ourselves in our gratitude journal. Have you ever felt pressured into feeling grateful? Remember, self-compassion is crucial. I'm thankful for each of you and our time together. So share this message with someone you're grateful for, and let's spread the true thankfulness this Thanksgiving week.